There are moments in life when heaven does not whisper, it roars. This is one of those moments. You were not drawn here by accident. You didn't stumble on this message by coincidence. This is a divine interception. God has stopped you, yes, you, in your tracks because there is something that cannot wait any longer. This is not something to be bookmarked for later. This is not something to return to when the timing is better or the distractions are quieter. God is saying, stop everything. Attend to this immediately. Because what's at stake is your soul. You've been feeling it, haven't you? That pull, that pressure, that nagging unease when you try to carry on with your day pretending everything is okay. That quiet storm inside your chest, whispering that something needs to change. You felt moments of guilt, maybe confusion, maybe even moments of rebellion. You've tried to numb it, hide it, bury it beneath busyness or scrolling or noise. But God knows. He sees the sleepless nights. He hears the thoughts you wouldn't dare speak aloud. And still, He loves you. But His voice is no longer quiet. Not today. Today, He is reaching into your life with urgency because the clock is moving faster than you think. The enemy has been whispering, there's time, no rush, you'll get serious later, God will understand. But those are lies, and God has come to break the lies. Right now, in this moment, God is calling you by name, not because He's angry, but because He's jealous for your attention. You've given your time to the world, your energy to stress, your devotion to things that leave you empty. And your Father, He's been waiting for your eyes to lift, your heart to soften, your spirit to lean in. And now, He's saying enough. Come back. Now. Not next week, not after one more compromise, not after one more distraction. Now. You are one decision away from a life you can't even imagine, one shift in your spirit, one yes to the whisper that won't leave you alone. That whisper is me, says the Lord. I have been knocking, I have been calling, and today I will wait no longer. Because I love you. Far too much to let you drift into darkness when you were made for light. You think I've forgotten you? No. I've seen every tear. I've felt every ache. I've caught every moment you broke down behind closed doors. You've been walking through a battlefield, not even realizing that the wounds you carry are spiritual, not just emotional. There is a war over your mind, a war over your identity, a war over your future, and you've been too tired to fight it. But I have not been tired. I have stood over you in silence, fighting battles you never saw, shielding you from things that were meant to take you out, protecting your purpose, even when you weren't protecting your own soul. And now, I need your attention. This is the moment of awakening, the moment where you stop pretending everything is fine and finally let me in. You've let in fear, you've let in confusion, you've let in pressure and guilt, but what about me? Will you let in love? Will you let in truth? Will you let in the one who still chooses you? I'm not here with condemnation. I'm here with invitation. Come to me. With your mess, your doubt, your broken pieces, your sin, lay it all down. I don't need you perfect. I need you willing. I need your surrender. I need your heart to come home. Because there is a moment coming that will demand a strength you don't have without me. You don't see it yet, but I do. I see what's coming around the corner. I see the days that will test you, the decisions that will shake you, the choices that will shape your future. And I refuse to watch you walk into that without my covering. You were never meant to do life alone. You were never meant to survive. You were meant to thrive in me. But you can't do that if your heart stays divided. If you keep dancing with compromise, if you keep waiting until tomorrow to make the decision you need to make today. So stop everything. Turn down the noise. Set aside the distractions, silence the excuses, because your soul has waited long enough. There is a reason your heart aches when you're alone. There is a reason peace feels like a stranger. You weren't made for chaos. You weren't made to live half alive. You were made to walk with me. I am the peace you've been chasing in people, in substances, in success. I am the rest your bones are aching for. I am the truth that will clear the fog in your mind. But I won't force myself in. I'm not a thief. I'm a father. I'm a savior. I knock, but you must open. And the door won't stay open forever. That's the part the world doesn't want you to hear. That's the part the enemy hopes you never realize. That delay is a decision. That ignoring me is not neutral. That every moment you stay distant is a moment you risk eternity. But I'm not here with fear. I'm here with hope. Because even now, even after all the drifting, all the hiding, all the denial, I still choose you. I still want you. I still believe in the person I created you to be. That fire in your chest right now, that tug in your spirit, that's me. Don't ignore it. Don't run from it. Don't numb it. This is not just a message. This is a moment between us, a holy confrontation, a holy interruption. Heaven is not waiting, and neither should you. Say yes to me, right here, right now. You don't need a sermon. You don't need a crowd. You need a moment of honesty with your Maker. Just say it. Jesus, I'm here. I'm done running. Say it like your life depends on it, because it does. Let the tears fall. Let the weight drop. Let my spirit wrap around you like warmth you didn't know you needed. I never stopped loving you. I never stopped calling you. And now, I won't stop fighting for you. Because you are mine, and I will not let you slip away. So stop everything. Attend to this immediately. I am here. You're still here? That means your spirit knows. It knows this isn't just another video, not just another voice. This is holy ground disguised in pixels and sound. And something deep inside you, something unshakable, refuses to look away. That's not by chance. That's me. I'm not finished with you yet. There is more I need you to hear, because the urgency hasn't faded. In fact, it's only intensified. You've stepped into a spiritual moment, and heaven is still leaning in. The angels are still watching. Your name is still echoing in the throne room of God. I've been waiting for you to pause long enough to hear me, because everything around you is built to distract. The noise, the pressure, the expectations, they pull your heart in 100 directions. But none of them lead to me. And that's why you're so tired. That's why you feel drained even after rest. That's why joy has felt like a stranger and peace has felt like a lie. You've been feeding your soul with things that were never meant to satisfy. But I can. I made you. I know you. I see the corners of your heart that you don't show anyone, the things you carry in silence, the weight behind your smile, the war behind your laughter. You pretend well, but I see it all. And still, I'm not walking away. I'm drawing closer. Because you are worth it. Yes, you. You, with the past that you think disqualifies you. You, with the guilt you carry like a second skin. You with the sin you swore you'd never fall into again, but did.
I'm not here to shame you. I'm here to save you. But I need your full attention, because this can't be halfway. You can't serve two masters. You can't walk with me and still cling to chains. So I'm asking again, will you stop everything? Will you shut off the voices that drown me out? Will you quiet the chaos long enough to let me in? Because if you do, everything can change. There is a version of your life you haven't tasted yet, a life not controlled by fear, a life not tangled in shame, a life where you wake up with purpose and sleep with peace, a life where your soul no longer feels like it's gasping for air. I didn't die for you to live half alive. I didn't suffer for you to settle for numbness. I rose so you could keep burying yourself in things that kill your spirit. I came to give you life, real life, overflowing, powerful, radiant life, the kind of life that can't be shaken by circumstance, the kind of life that glows even in the dark. But you have to choose it. I won't force it, because real love never does. I've been whispering to you in the quiet, but now I'm calling out loud, because time is short, and the enemy has noticed your potential. That's why he's been attacking you so hard. That's why the temptations have been louder. That's why the anxiety has been heavier. That's why the isolation has felt more crushing. He's terrified of what happens when you finally wake up. Because when you wake up, he loses. When you say yes to me, his grip breaks. When you fall to your knees in surrender, heaven begins to rise within you, and everything starts to change. But you have to want it more than you want comfort. You have to want me more than you want control. You have to desire truth more than you desire the illusion of peace this world offers. The world will tell you to keep chasing, keep achieving, keep earning, keep scrolling. But I'm telling you, rest, return, be still, be healed, be mine. That gnawing emptiness inside you, that ache that nothing ever really cures, that's your soul crying out for me. And I'm right here. You don't need to clean yourself up first. You don't need a priest or a preacher or a perfect church. All you need is a real moment of surrender. Just talk to me. Just breathe my name. I'm not far. I've never been far. You may have walked away, but I never moved. I've been chasing you through every moment, through the heartbreak, through the failure, through the rebellion, through the silence. I never stopped believing in who you could be, in who I created you to be. You have forgotten your worth, but I haven't. You see your scars, I see your story. You see the mistakes, I see your mission. You see the mess, I see the miracle. Because I am the God who brings dead things back to life, and that includes you. There is a resurrection waiting, but you have to stop long enough to receive it. This isn't about religion. This is about relationship. This is about your heart learning how to breathe again in my presence. Will you give me your yes? Will you give me your heart? Because once you do, I'll never let you go. You've been afraid of letting go, afraid of what will happen if you stop chasing the world. But I promise you this, everything you let go of for me, I will replace with something far greater. Let go of the addiction. Let go of the cycle. Let go of the guilt. Let go of the identity you built without me. You were never meant to be your own savior. That weight is too heavy, and it's crushing you slowly. Let me lift it. Let me carry it. Let me show you how deeply, how wildly, how relentlessly I love you. You've never been too far. You've never been too broken. You've never been too late. Right now, in this moment, you are one breath away from a fresh start, one surrender away from peace, one step away from everything changing. But you must stop everything. Because if you don't, you might miss me. And I don't want that. I want to walk with you through the fire. I want to be your strength when your knees buckle. I want to be your light when the road ahead gets dark. I want to show you that even your worst day can become a testimony. But you have to stop running. You have to stop covering your ears when I call. You have to stop pretending you don't need me, because you do. And that's not weakness. That's wisdom. You were created to need me. You were designed to walk with me. And until you return, nothing will ever feel whole. So here I am, again, pursuing you, calling you, waiting for you. This is your invitation. Don't delay. Don't wait for another sign. This is the sign. I am the voice that breaks through confusion. I am the fire that burns through shame. I am the shepherd who leaves the 99 just to find the one. And right now, you are the one. So say it. Jesus, I need you. Say it in your heart, even if your lips tremble. Say it with fear in your voice, but faith in your soul. Say it because something inside you knows this is the moment. Because it is. Heaven is watching. The angels are rejoicing. The Father is waiting. Will you stop everything and finally come home? So you're still listening. That means your heart hasn't turned away. Not this time. Something inside you is shifting. The walls you built around your soul are beginning to crack. The noise that used to drown me out, it's starting to fade. And do you feel it now? That stillness, that burning, that trembling in your chest. That's me.
You've stopped everything, even if just for a moment. And now heaven is rushing in. This is the silence where I speak loudest. This is the stillness where I rebuild what life tried to break. This is the pause your soul has been crying out for. And I am here. I never left. I've watched you carry burdens too heavy for one person. I've seen you try to be strong for everyone else while falling apart when no one's watching. I've seen the mask you wear in public, the exhaustion in private. I've seen how you comfort others while secretly starving for comfort yourself. You are not invisible to me. You've been faithful to everything except yourself. You've given your time, your energy, your love, and you've been left with scraps. You've said, "I'm fine." So many times you started to believe the lie. But I see the truth, and I want you to stop right now and let that truth rise to the surface. You're not fine. You're not okay. But you don't have to be. Not with me. I didn't call you to pretend. I called you to be real. And right now, I want the version of you that doesn't have it together. The you that's fragile. The you that's weary. The you that's confused. The you that's ready to fall apart. Because I can work with that. I can't heal the mask, but I can heal you. So come to me raw. Come to me exposed. Come to me as you are, with every broken part, every wound, every unanswered question. You've been trying to fix yourself before running to me. But child, don't you know? I am the fixing. I'm not intimidated by your past. I'm not shocked by your sins. I'm not disappointed in your doubts. You've imagined me as distant, as if I only want the cleaned-up version of you. But that's not the gospel. That's not grace. I didn't die for the version of you that performs well. I died for the version that's buried under regret and fear. And today, that version is rising. Because the moment you stop everything, when you truly pause, that's when I can start the work that changes everything. You've been asking for transformation, but you've been afraid of stillness. You think movement means progress, but sometimes silence is the loudest surrender. Sometimes stillness is the bravest act of war. Stillness says, "God, I trust you to do what I can't." Stillness says, I'm not in control, and that's okay. Stillness makes room for miracles, and that's what I'm preparing. A miracle in you. Not a momentary high, not a spiritual sugar rush, but real, lasting change. The kind that roots deep and doesn't shake when storms come. The kind that rewires your identity. The kind that restores your soul from the inside out. But first, I need all of you. Not just Sunday you, not just broken you when things fall apart, not just half you on busy days. I want your attention, your presence, your vulnerability, because I want to show you who you really are. You've believed lies for too long, lies that say you're not enough, that you're too far gone, that you'll never change, that you're destined to stay in cycles, that the pain will always outweigh the purpose. But those lies die here, right now, because the truth is stronger. The truth is, you are chosen. You are loved beyond reason. You are called to more. You are not the mistake you made. You are not the pain you carry. You are not the voice that whispers, it's too late. It's not too late. It never was. I've been waiting for this moment, for your heart to finally slow down, to stop chasing, to stop running, to stop escaping, and to finally rest in me. I know how hard it's been. You've carried grief that others don't understand. You fought battles in silence that left you scarred. You've been let down, walked over, misunderstood. But I've never misunderstood you. I've never left. And even when you cursed me in your heart, I still loved you. Even when you turned your back, I still waited. Even when you forgot me, I never took my eyes off you. Because I'm a father, not a dictator. I don't rule by force. I lead with love. And my love is pursuing you right now. That warmth, that lump in your throat, that's not emotion. That's encounter. That's me touching a place so deep that words can't reach. You don't have to analyze it. Just receive it. You've spent so long trying to understand everything, trying to map out your healing, trying to manage your own restoration. But you don't need a formula. You need a father. Let go. Let the tears come. Let the anger out. Let the numbness melt. Because I'm not afraid of any of it. You can scream and I'll stay. You can fall and I'll catch you. You can question and I'll still whisper, I'm here. You've been strong for too long. Now I want you soft, open, real. Stop everything. Not just externally, but internally. Shut the door on shame, mute the voice of self-hatred, turn down the volume on fear, and listen. I'm singing over you, a song of healing, a song of return, a song that says, you are mine. That's who you are. Not the version you perform for the world, not the mistakes they labeled you with, not the trauma that tried to redefine you. You are mine. I bought you with blood. I covered you in grace. I marked you with purpose. And I will not let the world steal what I died to redeem. So, take a breath, a real one, and know this. You are not alone in the fight. You are not unseen in the struggle. You are not unloved in the valley. I am with you. Closer than your breath, stronger than your fear.
And I'm not going anywhere. So stop everything. Attend to this. Because the version of your life you've been begging for, it begins right here. You've made it here, again. That means something. It means you haven't given up. It means your spirit is still reaching, still hoping, still believing, even if barely. That quiet ache in your chest, it's not just pain, it's hunger. a longing for something real, something deeper, something unshakable. And here I am, again, waiting at the door of your heart. You've tried everything else, the distractions, the numbing, the noise, but nothing filled the void, did it? Because nothing created can satisfy the cravings of an eternal soul. You were made for me, and no imitation can stand in the place of the real thing. So I whisper again, stop everything and attend to this. Because the moment you give me your full attention, the moment you silence the background and look me in the eyes of your spirit, you'll see it. I've been here all along. I've walked beside you through the fire, even when you didn't know you were burning. I've sat beside you in the silence, even when you believed I was gone. I've wept when you wept. I've rejoiced when you rose. And now, I call to you with urgency. Not because I'm impatient, because I love you too deeply to let you delay. You think the pain you feel is punishment. It's not. It's a signal, a holy alarm that your spirit is not aligned with your purpose, that your heart is running on empty, that your soul has wandered too far from the source. Come back. Don't wait until the storm gets worse. Don't wait until the collapse. Don't wait until your soul is breathless. You don't need to hit rock bottom to return to me. You just need to stop right now and say, Jesus, I'm here. I don't want to run anymore. That's all I've ever wanted, not your perfection, your presence, you, your attention, your honesty. Because when you bring me your truth, I give you freedom. When you bring me your chaos, I give you clarity. When you bring me your wounds, I give you wonder. This is not religion. This is not performance. This is relationship. And I'm calling you to deeper waters now, not the shallow moments of comfort, not the lukewarm half yes. I want your whole heart. Because I have so much to give, but I need you to make room for it. There are things in your hands right now that you'll have to let go of. Yes, it will hurt. Yes, it will stretch you. But listen, when you unclench your fists from what was never meant to stay, I can place something eternal into your hands. Let go of the need to be in control. Let go of the habits that drain your spirit. Let go of the bitterness you've nursed like a wound. Let go of the guilt you've let define you. That's not who you are anymore. You are not your sin. You are not your past. You are not the labels others gave you when they didn't see your soul. You are mine, and my name over you is not failure, forgotten, or lost. My name over you is redeemed, loved, called, chosen. Do you understand that? Do you know how fiercely I fought for your heart? Do you realize how many times I shielded you from what should have destroyed you? You think you're still standing because of luck. No, child. You're still here because I covered you in grace when you didn't even ask for it. Because your life still carries purpose that hasn't yet been fulfilled. And I refuse to let you waste another moment living as if I didn't create you for more. So stop everything, because right now, at this very second, I am rewriting your story. The chapters of shame, I'm tearing them out. The pages of regret, washed in my blood. The sentences written in fear, replaced with my promises. You're stepping into a new paragraph, a new identity, one where grace speaks louder than guilt, and my presence outweighs your past. But only if you listen. Only if you pause long enough to truly receive what I'm pouring out. Because I won't shout over your distractions forever. My love is patient, yes, but my spirit is moving, and I want you to move with me. You've stood still in sorrow long enough. You've wandered in circles long enough. You've lived in survival mode long enough. Now, I'm calling you into revival mode. I want your heart to beat again, your spirit to rise again, your eyes to see again. Because the world needs the version of you,
that's on fire with purpose, the version of you that's rooted in me, unshaken, unstoppable, redeemed. So, what will you choose? Another day of delay? Another scroll through the noise? Another night pretending everything's okay? Or will this be the day it all changes? I've already chosen you. I chose you before the world knew your name. I chose you when you were still running. I chose you even when you didn't believe in me. And now I'm asking, will you choose me back? Not halfway, not if it's convenient, not when life gets easier. Now, here, as you are. Because the power you've been searching for is already here. The healing you need is already flowing. The love you crave has never left your side. But it requires your yes, a full yes. So close your eyes, forget the world, and say it. Jesus, I choose you. I stop everything for you. Let that be your prayer. Let that be the song your soul sings until every chain breaks. Let it echo in your mind until the lies are silenced. Let it breathe life into every room of your heart that's gone cold. Because today, right now, everything can shift. Not by your strength, but by mine. So fall into my arms. Collapse into grace, and rise in the power of the one who never gave up on you. You don't need to understand it all. You don't need to predict the future. You just need to say yes to the one who already holds it. I'm here.
And I'm not letting go. You said yes. Maybe it was whispered, maybe it was shaky, maybe it was soaked in tears, but heaven heard it. That simple yes in the secret place shook the walls of darkness around you. Hell trembled, angels leaned in, and I, your Father, I rejoiced. Because that yes means everything. It tells me that your heart is still alive. It tells me that your spirit hasn't given up. It tells me that even after everything you've walked through, you still believe. And child, that's enough for me to move. I don't need your strength. I don't need your plans. I don't need your perfection. I just need your surrender. Because when you finally stop striving, I can finally start building. And I will, piece by piece, with tenderness, with fire, with mercy that floods every crack and hole in your soul. But first, I need you to keep stopping. Keep silencing the noise. Keep refusing to run back to the familiar chains. Because here's the truth. After every moment of surrender, the enemy comes knocking. He hates your breakthrough. He hates your freedom. He hates your clarity. So he'll whisper, "Was that real? You're just being emotional." You'll go back to your old ways. And if you're not careful, you'll believe it. But hear me, do not listen to the liar. You're not going back. You're not who you used to be. That moment of surrender changed things, even if you can't feel it yet. Even if your mind tries to argue with your spirit. Something broke. The cycle cracked, the stronghold shaken, the silence shattered. And now I'm building something new in you. But new things grow slow. So don't get discouraged when it doesn't all feel different yet. This isn't about feelings. This is about foundation. You've lived on sinking sand long enough. Now I'm setting your feet on rock. You've built your identity on pain, performance, and the approval of others. Now I'm building your identity on me. And when I build something, it cannot be shaken. So yes, things might look the same on the outside for a while. But inside, a storm has calmed. A prisoner has walked free. A soul has come home. That's you. And I'm not letting you go. Not now, not ever. But you have to keep showing up, keep choosing me, especially when it's quiet, especially when it's lonely, especially when the enemy tries to make you doubt this moment ever happened. Because I don't just want a moment with you. I want a life, a journey, a daily love story between your fragile humanity and my fierce, unbreakable grace. There will be days when you fall. I'll catch you. There will be nights when you forget. I'll remind you. There will be battles when you grow tired. I'll fight for you. Because I'm not just the God of your mountaintops. I'm the God who walks you through the valley. And child, I am walking with you now. You think you failed too much to be used? No, your failure isn't final. Your pain isn't pointless. What the enemy used to try to destroy you, I'm turning into firewood for your calling. That depression, it will become your testimony. That addiction, it will become someone else's freedom. That loneliness, it will become the place you meet me most deeply. Because I don't waste anything. I use all of it, even the parts you'd rather hide. So don't hold back now. I'm not done. I'm just getting started. You stopped everything for me, and now I'm moving in ways you can't even see yet. I'm shifting things in the spirit. I'm speaking to hearts on your behalf. I'm opening doors that were bolted shut. I'm placing divine appointments in your path. But listen closely. I can only continue this work if you stay surrendered. If you keep pausing, if you keep returning, if you keep listening for my voice instead of the world's noise. Because this won't happen in your strength. You tried that before, and it nearly broke you. Now we walk together, not striving, not pretending, just me and you, a father and his child. And oh, how proud I am of you. You don't see what I see yet. You don't see the strength it took to reach this moment. But I do. I saw you cry when no one was looking. I saw you fight through despair. I saw you keep breathing when you wanted to give up.
And I say, well done. You're not perfect, but you're present. And that's where the miracle begins. So keep going. Keep surrendering. Keep choosing silence over noise, prayer over panic, stillness over striving. Because what I'm doing in your heart right now, it's sacred, it's holy, and it cannot be rushed. You are no longer lost. You are no longer alone. You are no longer stuck. You are mine. Let that truth echo in every broken place of your heart. Let it fill the silence when doubt tries to creep in. Let it carry you when you're too tired to walk. Because I'm here. Not for a moment, for a lifetime. And I'm never letting go. So stop everything, again. Even now. Pause the guilt. Silence the second guessing. Take this moment and breathe in my presence. You are in the middle of something sacred. Not because it's traumatic, because it's real. You are being rebuilt, brick by brick, truth by truth, grace by grace. I'm rebuilding your identity, because for too long, you've believed the wrong voices. Voices that said you weren't enough, that you'd always be broken, that you'd never change, that I was disappointed in you. But listen to me now. Those voices lied. I was never disappointed in your weakness. I knew it. I saw it coming. And I still loved you. What breaks my heart is not your failure. It's when you run from me after you fall. But you're not running anymore, are you? You're slowing down. You're turning toward me. And I'm already running to meet you. Like a father who never stopped watching the road. Like a shepherd who never gave up searching. Like a king who left his throne just to rescue you. Because I care more about your heart than your history. More about your return than your rebellion. More about your presence than your perfection. This is not the time for shame.
This is the time for rescue. And I'm not just rescuing you from sin. I'm rescuing you from numbness, from apathy, from hopelessness, from the slow fade of a soul that stopped expecting anything to change. That part of you that gave up on restoration, I'm reviving it. That corner of your heart that stopped praying bold prayers, I'm reigniting it. That dream you buried because of disappointment, I'm breathing on it again. Because when you stop everything for me, I don't just fix you, I resurrect you. This isn't behavior modification. This is rebirth. I am the resurrection and the life. That means dead things don't scare me. In fact, they're my specialty. So bring me your dead dreams. Bring me your broken confidence. Bring me the parts of your heart you've buried and tried to forget. I can handle it. You think you need to tidy up first, but that's not how grace works. Grace shows up in the mess. Grace walks into the middle of the wreckage and says, "We are not done here." That's what I'm saying over you now. We are not done here. In fact, we're just getting started. You are going to rise from this season stronger than you've ever been, not because you fought harder, but because you surrendered deeper. And I'll take it from here. You don't have to figure it all out. You don't have to force yourself to feel joy. You don't have to pretend you're not still scared. Just stay close. Keep showing up. Keep talking to me, even if all you say is, "Help." That's enough. That's always been enough. Because I don't respond to performance. I respond to honesty. So be honest. Tell me what hurts. Tell me what's hard. Tell me what you don't understand. I'm not going to shame you. I'm going to walk with you. One step, one breath, one prayer at a time. You don't need to impress me. I'm already in love with you. Yes, you. Not the future version of you, not the cleaned up, healed up, got it all together version. I love the version that's still healing. The one who's trying. The one who showed up to this message even though part of you doubted. That's who I see. That's who I speak to now. So if you hear nothing else today, hear this. You are mine. You are not forgotten. You are not too far. You are not running out of time. You are being pursued by the God of eternity,
and I am not stopping until your heart is completely free. So stop everything again and rest in me. No striving, no earning, just trust. You don't have to hold it all together anymore. I've got you now. Breathe. Yes, right now. Not a shallow breath, not a nervous one. Take a deep breath. Let the weight fall off your shoulders for just a moment. Feel that. That peace that's pressing into your chest, even if your mind is still racing. That's me. That's what happens when you stop everything and open the door. Not the door to more noise, not the door to more striving, but the door to me. You're not crazy for craving this peace. You were made for it. That pull to just breathe, to just pause, to just be still, that's your spirit remembering its true home. You were not created for chaos. You were not designed to carry the burdens you've picked up along the way. You weren't built to live a life of constant tension and fake smiles. I made you for connection. I made you for me. And this moment right now, is where that connection deepens. You've stopped long enough to listen, and now I'm speaking again. I want you to know, I'm proud of you. You don't hear that enough, do you? Maybe the people around you have expectations but no encouragement. Maybe your life has felt like an endless test with no affirmation. But I see the effort. I see how hard you fought. I see the battles you've won that no one clapped for. And I want you to hear it from heaven. I'm proud of you. You're not perfect. You've stumbled. You've fallen. You've doubted. But you keep coming back. You keep reaching for me. You keep trying. And that means everything. There's more strength in your soul than you realize, not because you're powerful, but because you're surrendered. And surrendered people are dangerous to darkness. You may not see it, but right now, angels are surrounding you. They've seen your tears. They've guarded your path. They've stood between you and destruction more times than you'll ever know. Because my love for you doesn't flinch. It doesn't fade. It doesn't falter. Even on the days you feel unworthy. Even when your thoughts betray you. Even when your heart feels cold. I stay. I don't leave when you're messy. I don't walk away when you're confused. I don't lose interest when you're inconsistent. That's what makes my love different. It's not built on conditions. It's built on covenant. And I made a covenant with you, sealed in my own blood, that I would be yours and you would be mine, forever. And no amount of fear, failure, or wandering can break that promise. So stop believing the lie that you've messed this up. You haven't. You're still in it. You're still here. And that means you're still mine. Now let me show you something. You've been asking, God, why do I still feel stuck? You've prayed for change, but sometimes the walls still feel tight. The cycle still spins. The tears still come. But hear me, healing takes time. I can do miracles in moments, and I often do. But deep healing, the kind that rewires your soul, the kind that makes you unrecognizable in the best way, the kind that breaks chains your family carried for generations, that happens in stillness. That happens in moments like this. When you stop, when you open, when you let me touch the places no one else sees. So don't be afraid of the slow process. You are not behind. You are not late. You are being rebuilt with divine precision. Every layer of trauma, I'm gently unwrapping it. Every memory of pain, I'm washing it in truth. Every lie you believed about yourself, I'm rewriting it in love. That's why I keep saying, stop everything. Attend to this. Because these moments aren't extra. They're essential. They're where your identity is forged in fire. They're where the version of you that hell fears is born. So if it feels quiet right now, that's okay. The quiet is holy. The stillness is where seeds grow. And soon, what I've planted in this silence will bloom in ways the world cannot ignore. But stay with me. Don't drift.
Don't return to the noise just because the quiet feels unfamiliar. I'm teaching you a new rhythm, the rhythm of grace. Not performance, not perfectionism, but presence. You don't need to prove anything to me. Just be with me. Talk to me. Even if all you can say is, Jesus, I'm tired. Even if all you can whisper is, help. I hear it, and I move. Not because of how long you pray, but because of how honest you are. I respond to honesty. I flood truth with grace. And I break chains when hearts finally admit, I can't do this alone. You were never meant to. That's why I came. That's why I stayed. And that's why I'll keep pursuing you until the very end. You're not too much. You're not a burden. You're not disappointing. You're loved completely. Eternally, unconditionally, and you always will be. So stop again. Let this moment be another altar, not of performance, not of pressure, but of peace. You're in my arms now. You can rest. Rest. Not just the kind of rest that relaxes your body, but the kind that rewires your soul. You've been carrying so much, so many expectations, so many silent burdens, so many unanswered questions. And I've seen you try to push through it all with strength you barely have left. But now I'm telling you again, child, stop everything. Attend to this. Because I didn't call you to survive. I called you to live. Not just live to make it through the day, but to live in me, to live with purpose, to live in love, to live with joy that doesn't evaporate when the pressure rises. You were never meant to carry this alone. That pain, it was never yours to hold forever. That guilt, I paid for that. That fear, it's not your inheritance. I am your resting place. I am your shelter from the storm, your anchor in chaos, your constant when everything else shifts. And I need you to know this, really know it. You don't have to earn my love. You don't have to impress me with your prayers. You don't have to perform holiness. I didn't save you to make you a slave to spiritual pressure. I saved you so I could be with you, so I could call you mine, so I could walk beside you in every chapter, not just the shiny ones. I want the chapter you're in now. Even if it feels dark, even if it feels confusing. Bring me your broken sentences, your unfinished pages, your messy handwriting. Let me hold it all. Let me rewrite what shame has distorted. Let me breathe truth where lies have choked your identity. because I'm not afraid of your story. I am the author of it. And when you give me the pen again, I write in mercy, not judgment. You've been afraid to let go, afraid of what it will mean to trust again, to believe again, to open your heart again. But listen to me. My hands are safe. The world hurt you. People disappointed you. Your past scarred you. But I never will. I bind up what others break. I rebuild what others abandon. I redeem what others mock. You are not the product of people's opinions. You are not the label of your worst mistake. You are my beloved. Even in this moment, especially in this moment. Because when you're tired, I lean in. When you're weak, I draw closer. When you're real with me, I release my presence in a way that no counterfeit can replicate. You've searched for this feeling before, in people, in distractions, in success. But none of it worked, did it? Because only I satisfy. Only I can fill the hole, that eternity carved into your soul. That hunger you feel for more, that ache that nothing quenches, that is me calling you. That is me saying, come back, sit with me, breathe again. Because your identity was never in what you do. It was never in what you achieve. It was never in how spiritual you appear. It was always in who you belong to, and you belong to me. So let go now. Not just of sin. Let go of self-reliance. Let go of hustle mode. Let go of the guilt that whispers you're not doing enough. Let go of the fear that I'll leave you if you mess up. Let go of every version of faith that left you empty. Come back to the simple truth. I am here, and I love you, and I'm not in a rush. You don't need to hurry this. You don't need to force a breakthrough. You don't need to chase a feeling.
Don't return to the noise just because the quiet feels unfamiliar. I'm teaching you a new rhythm, the rhythm of grace. Not performance, not perfectionism, but presence. You don't need to prove anything to me. Just be with me. Talk to me. Even if all you can say is, Jesus, I'm tired. Even if all you can whisper is, help. I hear it, and I move, not because of how long you pray, but because of how honest you are. I respond to honesty. I flood truth with grace, and I break chains when hearts finally admit, I can't do this alone. You were never meant to. That's why I came. That's why I stayed. And that's why I'll keep pursuing you until the very end. You're not too much. You're not a burden. You're not disappointing. You're loved. Completely, eternally, unconditionally. And you always will be. So stop again. Let this moment be another altar, not of performance, not of pressure, but of peace. You're in my arms now. You can rest. Rest. Not just the kind of rest that relaxes your body, but the kind that rewires your soul. You've been carrying so much, so many expectations, so many silent burdens, so many unanswered questions. And I've seen you try to push through it all with strength you barely have left. But now I'm telling you again, child, stop everything. Attend to this. Because I didn't call you to survive. I called you to live. Not just live to make it through the day, but to live in me,
to live with purpose, to live in love, to live with joy that doesn't evaporate when the pressure rises. You were never meant to carry this alone. That pain, it was never yours to hold forever. That guilt, I paid for that. That fear, it's not your inheritance. I am your resting place. I am your shelter from the storm, your anchor in chaos, your constant when everything else shifts. And I need you to know this, really know it. You don't have to earn my love. You don't have to impress me with your prayers. You don't have to perform holiness. I didn't save you to make you a slave to spiritual pressure. I saved you so I could be with you, so I could call you mine, so I could walk beside you in every chapter, not just the shiny ones. I want the chapter you're in now, even if it feels dark, even if it feels confusing. Bring me your broken sentences, your unfinished pages, your messy handwriting. Let me hold it all. Let me rewrite what shame has distorted. Let me breathe truth where lies have choked your identity. Because I'm not afraid of your story. I'm the author of it. And when you give me the pen again, I write in mercy, not judgment. You've been afraid to let go, afraid of what it will mean to trust again, to believe again, to open your heart again. But listen to me. My hands are safe. The world hurt you. People disappointed you. Your past scarred you. But I never will. I bind up what others break. I rebuild what others abandon. I redeem what others mock. You are not the product of people's opinions. You are not the label of your worst mistake. You are my beloved, even in this moment, especially in this moment.
And you belong to me. Because when you're tired, I lean in. When you're weak, I draw closer. When you're real with me, I release my presence in a way that no counterfeit can replicate. You've searched for this feeling before, in people, in distractions, in success. But none of it worked, did it? Because only I satisfy. Only I can fill the hole that eternity carved into your soul. That hunger you feel for more, that ache that nothing quenches, that is me calling you. That is me saying, come back, sit with me, breathe again. Because your identity was never in what you do. It was never in what you achieve. It was never in how spiritual you appear. It was always in who you belong to. So let go now. Not just of sin. Let go of self-reliance. Let go of hustle mode. Let go of the guilt that whispers you're not doing enough. Let go of the fear that I'll leave you if you mess up. Let go of every version of faith that left you empty. Come back to the simple truth. I am here, and I love you. And I'm not in a rush. You don't need to hurry this. You don't need to force a breakthrough. You don't need to chase a feeling. Talk with me. Wake up thinking about me. Lay down trusting I'm still near. Because I'm not a moment. I'm not a message. I'm a home. And I want you to know what it feels like to live there, with no fear of eviction, no fear of abandonment, no fear of being too much. You fit here, with me, even with your questions, even with your flaws, even with your past. I didn't choose you by accident. I didn't call you out of pity. I called you because I delight in you. Yes, you with the shaky faith, you with the trauma, you with the wounds you don't know how to name, you who's listening to this and wondering if it's really for you. Yes, it's for you. Because I see past the mask. I see the child underneath, still longing to be seen, still hoping someone would choose them, still afraid to believe they're worthy. Let me say it plainly. You are worthy because I said so. Not because you've earned it, not because you've done it right, but because you are mine.
And I never change my mind about what I love. So stop everything. Not just once, not just for a few minutes. Make stopping a rhythm. Make silence a sacred habit. Make me your first voice, not your last resort. Because when you live from this place, everything changes. You'll move with peace, not pressure. You'll speak with clarity, not chaos. You'll walk in love, not fear. Because you'll know, I'm with you, and that's all you'll need. So breathe again. Be still. This moment is holy. You're still here. You're still listening, and that matters more than you think. Just stay. Just breathe. Just sit in this sacred moment and allow me to hold you. You've done enough striving. Now I'm inviting you to abide. Abide in me. Not visit me when you feel guilty. Not reach for me when things fall apart. Abide. Live with me.
Every quiet moment of repentance, every internal fight to trust again, every time you wrestle with doubt but still show up, these are the seeds of a holy life, the kind that bears fruit in season and doesn't wither in the heat of life. You think your growth is slow? Good. That means it's deep, and deep roots will carry you through storms that shallow faith never could. I'm building something in you that's unshakable, unstealable, unexplainable by the world's standards, because it's not coming from the world, it's coming from me. But for it to continue, you must keep stopping. Keep stepping out of the rush. Keep escaping the trap of busy but empty. You weren't created to spin in circles of exhaustion. You were created to walk with me, step by step, breath by breath. And in that slow, sacred pace, I reveal what can't be seen in chaos. I show you who you really are. You are not your anxiety. You are not your failures. You are not your trauma. You are not your shame. You are mine. And you are becoming whole, piece by piece, layer by layer. Sometimes healing feels like nothing is happening until everything changes. That's what I'm doing. I'm restoring the foundation, because a cracked foundation will always cause collapse under pressure. But I won't let that happen to you. I'm making you solid. And soon the world will see the transformation, not because you'll announce it, but because peace will follow you, because light will shine from you, because people will notice the difference and ask, what happened to you? And you'll smile, not with pride, but with peace. And you'll say, I stopped everything and I let Jesus take over. That day is coming, but for now, stay here. Don't rush this moment. There's more I need to do. There are still layers of fear that need to melt. There are lies that still try to whisper in your mind. There are wounds you stopped talking about, but I haven't stopped tending to. Let me in deeper. Let me go into the places you buried because they hurt too much. Let me into the moments you never processed, the heartbreaks you labeled too late to fix. I can go there. I want to go there, because I want you whole. You weren't meant to limp through life spiritually. You were meant to run, free and full of purpose. But freedom starts here, in the silence, in the surrender, in the raw, honest parts of you that say, Jesus, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know I need you. That's all I've ever needed. Your honesty, your attention, your invitation. And now that you've given me all three, the atmosphere around you is changing. You may not see it yet, but in the spirit, chains are breaking. Your past is losing its grip, and heaven is rejoicing.
because one child has come home again and again and still chooses to return. You don't realize the ripple effect you're creating. The healing I'm doing in you will flow to others. The freedom I'm unlocking in your heart will free others too. You're not just being restored for yourself. You're being restored because you're called to carry my presence into dark places. Places I want to reach through you. Homes that need peace. Families that need healing. People who will never step into a church but will see me in your life. So let me finish what I started. Let me keep pouring my love into you until the cracks disappear. Let me keep whispering truth until every lie loses power. Let me keep meeting you in this stillness until you no longer fear the silence. Because here's what I want you to know now. You can live like this. You don't have to return to the noise. You don't have to slip back into survival mode. You don't have to go another day without abiding in me. This can be your new normal. Life with me, step by step, moment by moment. No more pretending. No more pressure. Just presence. Just peace.
Just me and you. Always. You've made it to the end of the message, but not the end of the journey. In fact, this is only the beginning. What began as a quiet tug on your spirit has now become a holy encounter, and you didn't miss it. You showed up again and again. You stopped everything to attend to what mattered most, me. And child, I see you. Through every part of this journey, the doubt, the struggle, the tears, the moments you almost clicked away, I've been right here. And I'm still here. This wasn't just a message. This wasn't just a moment. This was a divine interruption. Because I've been trying to get your attention for a long time. Not because I need your praise, but because you need my presence. You were never meant to carry this life alone. You were never meant to figure it out by yourself. You were never meant to feel this lost, this numb, this tired. But now, something has changed, hasn't it? Maybe it's not visible on the outside yet, but deep down, you know. There's a shift, a sense that something sacred has been unlocked. That's because you finally stopped long enough to listen, and I've been speaking all along. I've whispered to you in sleepless nights. I've stood beside you in rooms full of people who never really saw you. I've sat with you when all you wanted was to disappear. And now I've spoken, clearly, loudly, lovingly, into your very soul. And you heard me. That changes everything. But now comes the next step, because this isn't just about hearing me once. This is about walking with me daily, choosing me again tomorrow, not just in the emotional moments, but in the ordinary ones. When you wake up and feel that familiar pressure, choose me. When shame tries to creep back in, choose me. When you're tempted to go back to old patterns, stop everything and choose me. Because I'm not just the God of rescue, I'm the God of relationship. I want to walk with you through the quiet days, the hard days, the confusing days, the days when you feel nothing at all. That's how love works. It stays. It walks. It endures. And I will do that for you every moment for the rest of your life. But you must remain with me. Not perfectly, just honestly. Come to me when you're tired. Come to me when you're angry. Come to me when you're tempted. Come to me when you've sinned. Especially then. Don't hide. Don't run. Don't shut the door. I'm not looking for a flawless child. I'm looking for a faithful one.
And you can be that, because I've placed my Spirit inside of you. My voice will keep guiding you. My hand will keep steadying you. My mercy will keep cleansing you. And my purpose will keep unfolding. You may not feel ready. You may still feel broken. You may still wonder, how can God use someone like me? But let me tell you now, that's exactly who I use. The humble, the real, the surrendered, the ones who've come to the end of themselves and said, I need you. That's you. You are a vessel of glory, even if you still feel like dust, because I take broken pieces and I build altars with them. I take wounds and I make wells that others will drink from. You thought your life was falling apart, but it was falling into place. And now, child, you are ready to walk, to heal, to be a light in the very places that tried to extinguish you, ready to carry my love, my power, my truth into a world gasping for breath. But don't forget this: the strength you carry will always come from stillness. The power you need will always be found in my presence. So keep stopping. Keep returning to the secret place. Keep choosing me over the noise. This is how you'll remain whole. Not by performing, not by being perfect, but by staying with me. And when the world tries to pull you in 1,000 directions, remember this moment. Remember what peace felt like when you finally paused. Remember what my voice sounded like when you let the silence speak. Remember the power of stopping everything. And come back. Anytime. Every time. I'll always be here. Because my love doesn't end when the message ends. It continues. In your next breath. In your next thought. In your next prayer. This is not the end. This is the beginning of something beautiful, something eternal. So, rise now, not with pressure, but with peace, not with fear, but with fire, not with doubt, but with declaration. I am His, and I will never be the same. Let this be the truth you carry. Let it be the fire that fuels you. Let it be the answer when the world asks, what happened to you? Just smile and say, I stopped everything, and I met Jesus.